and I want to welcome you to Helpful Temperament Moments. I call it Temperament Moments because one of the things about temperament is that it happens from moment to moment. You know, your mood changes from moment to moment. The reason that I'm doing this is because there's many people that don't really understand themselves. They don't understand their purpose. They don't understand their destiny. They don't understand a whole lot of things about themselves. So therefore, they don't understand the people that they're around, family, friends, working people and all. But I'm mainly doing this for apostles, prophets, evangelists, pastors, teachers, for people in the body of Messiah. If you believe in creation, then you will understand what it is that I'm talking about. If you don't believe in creation, then you will not understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the temperament. The temperament is who God made you. It's the naked, real, down to the bone you. Everyone has temperaments. There's God blessed Dr. Richard and Phyllis Arno, with the ability to understand temperaments. And he revealed to them that there was a fifth temperament, which is the supine. So many people basically look at the four temperaments. You can go online, get your temperament test run, and it'll give you an overview of something that really doesn't show you a whole lot about you. But there are five basic temperaments. There's a supine, the sanguine, the choleric, the phlegmatic, and did I say the, anyway, whatever.
Melancholy.
The melancholy, okay. And so what I want to talk about is that not only do you have just the temperament, but there can be blends. No one is just totally one temperament normally. What happens is how you interact with people in your social orientation and your intellect. That's called inclusion, and it's what you want and what you express. There's your strengths and your weaknesses. There's also the area of control, and then the area of control is how you express yourself and what it is that you want, and it's the people that you interact with, whether it's business, whether it's home, different things. And it can happen in different parts of your life. Also, the last area is affection. And then the area of affection is what you want and how you express, and your strengths and your weaknesses. We're going to get into those. The first thing of it is that I want to explain to you what they say about the temperament. I'm going to read some of this to you. Many people look at the temperament in a formal, dynamic way, and what they view is the energy, the placidity. I didn't pronounce that right. I'm just blowing it, but I'm kind of nervous right now. The sensitivity and the specifics of who it is that you are and how it is that you're operating. It shows you how you get along with people. It shows you your nature, your disposition, and all of that. Actually, we're talking about not really the soulish realm, but the soulish realm enters into that, because what happens is this: people create a personality that interacts with other people, and so many times it's really far from who it is that you are. Biblically, I'm going to read to you what it says when it talks about the soul. It's called a nephesh, okay? And it's a breathing creature. It's a flesh creature. It's the soul is the self-life. It's the appetite, the mind, the living, the being, the desire, the emotion, and the passions, okay? That which breathes, and it talks about that's with life in it, and that's with blood in it, okay? But I'm going to get down to something. It's the seat of your emotions and your passions. And so when we look at it and say, well, we are spirit, we have a soul, and we operate in the body, or whatever it is, when you talk about the mind, when you talk about the emotion, when you talk about the appetites, the passions, the activity of the mind, the dubious ways in which happens, we're really talking about character, the character of a person. And when we look at that, God gave us all this free will. You see, this is why I said, if you don't believe in creation, then you cannot truly understand temperament. You can't understand how you get along with people. What I want to be able to do over a period of time, and I'm going to do these little vignettes, or however it is that you call them, where it's going to assist you in being able to put right people together. You know, in a lot of congregations and in a lot of businesses, what happens is people get together and they're not able to work together, and it's because of a temperament. It's not because they're, you know, this one is just nasty, this one is just irritable. But what happens is sometimes people are all working in their weaknesses, and when they're all working in their weaknesses, what they're doing is they're working at a negative. What they're working with, they're not able to understand themselves, and they're not able to understand why they act and react. So what we do is we put a natural cause to something that's really spiritual, and something that you have been born with. So what I desire to do, and what I hope to do, is to open it up so that you can begin to see who you are as this temperament person. You have the ability to control how you think. You have the ability to control your emotions, your appetites, and all of these things. You know, many times people say, I just can't stop doing this. I can't stop doing this. Well, that's a lie, because you can. What happens is this: when you know who it is that you are, when you know yourself, when you know how you operate, when you know how you have truly been designed by God. And in the Bible, also in the book of Psalms, it says that you were fearfully and wonderfully made. Well, that word fearfully means, it's a powerful word. It means that you were made in awe. God didn't just throw you together. What happened was this: He thought about who it was that you were going to be, and He uniquely designed you. He put the wonders of you, the wonders of your temperament in you, so that you would have the artistic abilities, that you would have the whatever creativities that you were going to need in order to do what it is that you do. This is something that I know that I was made for, okay? I was made for being able to help people to be able to find out who they are, to pull that part out of them, and to be able to express it so that they could share it with the whole world. There are areas that I'm not very great at. I'm not, I'm somewhat of an artist. I can do some painting, but singing I do not do. Cooking, chefing, and things of that nature, I do it great. And my temperament gives this to me. It allows me to be able to think creatively and to put things together that you wouldn't even think. So what we're going to do is to have it so that you're able to have the greatest impact in life that you can have, because first you understand yourself, and then you understand those that are around you. And in congregations where pastors and leaders are going to be able to put the right people together, and when you put the right people together, they're going to be able to do a job that's just phenomenal. They're going to be able to create things. They're going to be able to interact in ways, and you're going to look at your congregation and you're going to wonder what happened. Is that happening all the time in ours? No, because everybody has not desired to really find out who they are. But this is something that people have to want to do. So I'm offering something to you on these temperament moments to be able to find out how you operate and how you interact with others, and why you act and react the way that you do. So stay tuned for the rest of these that are coming up. And this is Dr. Bacer Baker signing off, and this is the message that I have for you today, and I definitely agree with what it is that I said. Bye-bye.